Hello world, this is Justin Tucker. In this tutorial we're going to continue with the membership creation and hookup. What I mean by that is we've got a expiration date field on the account. We've got a product that is representative of a membership. Now we kind of need to have some if-then things occur. You know, if someone buys a membership, then they are granted a role and given more time on their expiration date. So the area to do that is a bit cryptic at first. It's called rules. It's offered to us by the rules module. We'll look at this error in a second here too. And these are basically, I don't know, rules is a really cool interface basically for creating if-then code. Basically actions and triggers, or triggers and events that do actions. So we'll just kind of dive right in. Rules is a very, very deep rabbit hole. So by no means am I going to go into everything in this tutorial. Rules is far beyond the scope of that. But Drupal Commerce makes use of rules. You'll notice that a lot of these rules set up here come pre-shipped with Drupal Commerce, and inside each one you'll notice that you have an event, you have conditions, and you have actions. So basically, you know, when this occurs under these conditions, then do this, is what rules basically gives you. So haven't really pre-baked this, so you're going to kind of struggle with me here. We're going to create our first rule, which is going to, I guess, let's membership purchase role granting. And it's asking us, okay, what is the event? And you'll notice that we have this nice list of events in rules. What event do you want to trigger this rule to fire? And probably completing the checkout process is the one that we're going to want. And then we need to add a condition, meaning it's not any product, okay? It's just going to be the particular type of product of membership. So we need to kind of see what conditions apply to that idea. Here is, let's see, contains product of particular product types. This one should work. The order contains a particular product. Now this is another way to do it, where you just call out specifically the ID or the actual product that, hey, if you buy this, I want this to occur. The other way to do it is by product class. So we're probably going to do this, since earlier in the other video I kind of expanded the idea to show that, okay, we've got two different membership types, okay, in the same product. So again, this is like t-shirts, except for size and color, we're just getting, you know, different membership type. Most use cases will probably just have one, but you could have two. So in this case, I'm not necessarily going to limit it. I just want to say if it's of the type membership, okay, and there's at least one of those in the cart, greater than or equal to, okay, then I want this rule to keep going, and now I want it to do something. So this is kind of where some of the magic happens in this case, okay. When that happens, we want to grant the user a role, add user role. The data selector here, I think, is confusing at first for people. Basically, it gives you a way to drill into the information on the forms you're dealing with, and it kind of shows you what the selector syntax is and what its label is and the description of it. So this is asking, which user, okay, are we talking about? And there's a couple ways to get there. Because the logged in user is oftentimes the commerce order owner. I'm going to go ahead and go with him for now. The other way you can drill down is go into here, and then it offers you these things. Now if it gives you a ... then that means we can further drill into the information for the owner. We're not really needing that. We're just specifying that, yeah, whoever this owner, whoever created the order, okay, is the account we're dealing with, and the role we want to add is member. Okay, so basically we're saying, hey, if you complete the checkout process and the order contains a membership product, then for right now, um, add to the user the role of membership. Now we're also wanting to add time to the expiration date, okay, because we're going to create another rule after this that whenever the user logs in, for example, or views their account, it's going to check, hey, is this expiration date at least equal to today or greater than today? And if not, then we need to take the membership role away. So that's going to be another rule here in a second, but this is a good opportunity to go ahead and add the time. So with dates, it can get a little tricky. Let's see if I can do this easily. So I think we want to, well, let's just try this a few ways. I'm going to try calculate a value, but think that I might easily run into issues here. So it's asking, what is the first input value for the calculation? Now, I bet you this won't work. Yep, okay, so this wants to be a number, so that method isn't going to work for us. Nope. Let me go into my data selector. Okay, so it's going to be under user. Again, this is the fun of rules. So this is in the user account. Basically what we're looking at here is information about the user's account. So that would be equivalent to kind of showing you properties that show some of these fields, or basically we're looking at information about the user. Okay. You know, are they logged in or not, their email, information like that. So I'm not seeing the expiration date as an option in here either. Now, sometimes the reason is because you actually have to add a condition called entity has field. And don't ask me why this is the way to do it. I just know that this brings it into the rule to make use of. So let's see if that helped at all. Set a data value. The data value that we want to set is current logged in user's expiration date. And here we go. Okay, so that was the ticket. And then I think here I can say plus 1 year. Okay. So that should, when we buy a product of type membership, and we brought this in so that we could use it in our data value here. And again, I'm just going to make sure that what I'm telling you here is correct. If I delete this, this should error out. And it didn't. Okay, so then I missed something. Okay, maybe it was there all along. Let me see. Set a data value. Oh, I'm sorry. It was there the whole time. We did not need to bring it in through a condition in this case. So that is our rule right now. We still need to test it, but basically, again, we're saying when you complete the checkout process and your order contains a product of type membership, and in its most basic way, we're going to grant you the role of membership, and we're going to set a data value of 1 year from now into that data value. So now that we've done that, we need to have another rule that kind of looks at, okay, is that current, or is that date even filled out? Because we could have a null value, meaning an empty value. So I'll go ahead and stop that video here. That would be rule 1, and granting the role and the time to the user account. If you guys like these videos, please subscribe, and any comments, questions, or feedback, please reach out. See you in the next video.